Good morning, everyone. How are you? Tomorrow, social conservatives will gather at the Omni Shoreham Hotel for the Value Voter Summit. We are here today to articulate a starkly different vision for America, one that embraces traditional values but rejects valueless traditions such as sexism, racism, and homophobia. A vision that is inclusive rather than exclusive, diverse, not divisive. One where lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people are loved and not loathed, accepted and not rejected, celebrated instead of shunned, and most important, are regarded as full and equal citizens under the law. In 1979, Reverend Jerry Falwell founded this moral majority. In the 80s and 1990s, Ralph Reed, who headed Pat Robertson's Christian Coalition, led this movement. Today, the Family Research Council and those at the Values Voter Summit lead the religious right. I ask you, are politics in America more civil, more humane, dare I say more Christ-like, since the infusion of the religious right? The answer is clear. Washington and much of the country is angrier, more dysfunctional, and more fractured than ever. It's time for a change. We must create this change to protect LGBT youth from damaging ideas that will be spewed at the Value Voters Summit. We know what happens when we don't protect LGBT teenagers. They're humiliated, bullied, discarded, and often with dire consequences. San Francisco State researcher Caitlin Ryan found that LGBT teens who experienced negative feedback from their family were 8 times more likely to have attempted suicide, 6 times as vulnerable to severe depression, and 3 times more likely to use drugs. Ironically, our opponents refer to such horrific outcomes as family values. The direct mail from the Family Research Council is a direct assault on LGBT people and their families. They have earned the designation as an official Southern Poverty Law Center hate group. Yet by too many, they are taken seriously in Washington and elsewhere when they should be relegated to the fringe of the fringe where they belong. And of course, the words they spew do have consequences. The FBI's Uniform Crime Statistics report on hate crimes shows that of the 6,216 hate crimes documented in 2011, which are the most recent numbers, 20.8% were attributed to sexual orientation. Where are people getting the ideas that LGBT people are less than from? I think it's clear. These attacks must stop. These immoral campaigns to demonize LGBT people must finally end. Tomorrow is also National Coming Out Day. And NALT Christians are coming out of the closet. NALT stands for Not All Like That, meaning that many Christians do not share the anti-gay views that will be on display at the Value Voters Summit. Over the years, I have met many wonderful people of faith who support equality. They have fought with me on the front lines and have been noble allies in our fight. Right now, we're going to show a quick video of NALT Christians who are finally standing up and doing great work. We have many people here today who have represented organizations such as the UCC who have been doing such great work for a long time.
Right. So we believe quite firmly that all of our children are welcomed here. Are gay, are lesbian, are transgendered.
Hello, my name is Savannah Jane, and I'm a worship leader at a Methodist church in Oklahoma, and I do not believe that being gay is a sin.
Let me just tell you that the God I know in my life loves you and me beyond anything you can imagine. And don't listen to those people who tell you otherwise, because we're not all like that.
So the next time you hear someone standing up professing to be a Christian and using some type of anti-gay hate speech, or maybe even holding a sign which says burn in hell or God hates fags, I want you to remember something. We're not all like that. Thank you.
Let's be clear, the Values Voter Summit represents one specific viewpoint. It does not, however, represent all people of faith. Today, we will hear from Christians who embrace their religion but reject the unholy notion that they must be anti-gay to be Christian. Now, I'm going to introduce to you our speakers. It's a very distinguished panel, and we will begin with the very Reverend Gary Hall, the Dean of Washington's National Cathedral, perhaps the prettiest cathedral in all of America.